According to the size principle, founded by Henneman in 1957, we recruit motor units of skeletal muscle, that is, in the order of smallest to largest. First recruiting the smaller fibers and type 1 fibers, and then recruiting our larger and type 2 fibers to maintain the production of force. This would lead us to believe training to failure may promote greater muscle growth, right? And common sense would probably say, well, that seems true. If we do more and we go to failure, we always talk about training to failure here at When Wellness, we'll see greater results in hypertrophy and strength. Is that true? Is that true? Short answer, no, but yes, does come with a caveat. Happy When Wellness Nerd Out time. In the meta-analysis, we're going to discuss today on the effect of resistance training to failure versus resistance training to volume for the purpose of just getting the most reps, say doing 5 sets of 10 instead of 5 sets to failure, where maybe those 5 sets of failure you would got 15 and then 12 and then 8 and then 4 and then 3, Overall, many bodybuilders, they preach and live by working out for volume to promote hypertrophy. Some to failure. Ask a power lifter, right? And a lot of them are to volume as well, and especially for compound lifts because they're more dangerous. So maybe if we're going to stop before failure for anything, it is during those power cleans, those squats, those deadlifts. But in this meta-analysis, there were 15 studies under review, 394 total participants. Of the 15 studies, 9 of them involved untrained subjects, so people that don't work out regularly, right? They're novice exercisers, right? We could say. And the other 6 studies were in resistance-trained individuals. So what they found was actually no statistically significant difference in strength or hypertrophy between the two groups. That is, those who trained until failure and those who trained for volume. Now, on average, these studies lasted anywhere from 6 to 14 weeks, and they did 2 to 3 sessions per week. Okay. Here's the caveat. In the studies involving just resistance-trained subjects, there was a significant increase in hypertrophy observed in the groups training to failure. So, very interesting, I think. If you're somebody that works out a lot, if you're somebody that's worked out for a long time, you are a resistance-trained individual, and you want muscle growth, you got to go to failure, it seems like, right? Much more advantageous. Training to failure for muscle growth if you are an avid weightlifter. If you're not, you're a beginner. Apparently there's no difference. Training for volume or training to failure. And maybe this can be partially attributed to the fact that the shock is relatively equal on the body if you're somebody that never really works out. Right? If you're somebody that hasn't done this before, well, if you did, 5 sets of 10 or whatever, you went to failure, each set, both are going to have a profound effect on muscle growth and strength, right? So a little bit of common sense, a little bit of knowledge for you guys to take into the gym with you. I hope it was useful, something you can apply to your life. What up, G? How you doing, my man? Happy When Wellness. Happy today. Good to see you on here. Justine, how you doing, girl? What's going on? And Jazzy, what's up, young lady? Nice to see you on here. Hope you're having a great night. Everybody, that's all we got for you. My salmon's about to be done in the oven. Have it broiling. We'll probably have 30 seconds left. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy When Wellness. Thanks.